He's good. He ain't giving a fuck. If he plays the tool, I believe he's taking him up. Come on, bitch. Fuck the rest, ADD. A bunch of niggas I grew up with, they hate me. I'm up behind me. I welcome you to find me. When I hear learning, the sun is still behind me. I'm watching knock more back while I write back. The whole bitch over there just got a face back. Force getting big, we all look the other way. The other way. Cut away in case he come to play today. I've been feeling out my body blood, I'm never sober. I never loved my old bitches, I was getting over. And everything going crazy, I'm a total peak. Old friends feel like they don't even know me. New guns, cause the old ones are so filthy. And you can make a dick check, but you won't drill me. Someone's been lying to us. Someone's been trying to control us. Our minds, our hearts, our bodies. A nation of slaves raised by the slaves, the blind leading the blind. And now we wake up, we wake up, we wake up, we wake up. This is IMC Nation. Special shout out to my brother, Samuel Salazar, the dragon. Everybody, open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Hell yeah. Welcome YouTube land to Prolific Expression. Man, every time I hear that shit, you know, being on this planet Earth, it's a prison planet, right? We're not free. We're not as free as we think, at least in the physical realm. An example would be you still got to pay taxes, property taxes. You don't own your house because you have to pay every year to the government. So they own your house. You have to pay your tags in your car every year. So you're pretty much leasing the car from the government. So you really don't own anything. The only thing you own is your mind. Your mind and your will. The only thing you own is how you react towards the outside world. That's the only thing you own. Other than that, yeah, nothing. Not even this pen. Even though I bought it, once I die, it's gonna be taken. It's gonna fucking, I don't know, whatever. However, anyways, welcome everybody. Like I said, to Prolific Expression. I wanted to speak on a little bit of a, man, there's so many things to talk about. So let's talk about nature a little bit. You know, I've said this before, and I've learned this from being an IMC Nation and AZD. It's when you're inside a box all fucking day, whether it's a car, a house, a warehouse, an office, whatever, and you don't go out into nature, you lose connection to it. And when that happens, you are not able to read people or understand them better. The great example is when I went out into nature with my dog Bacon earlier. I was so connected to nature. It was so cool. In order to connect in the way I do, you have to do a couple of private moments. You have to commune with nature with the technique AZD gives you. And you have to be in all the classes. So that's the only way you're going to get it. Anyways, there was a point where I was running my dog Bacon. I'm in the bicycle. She's running next to me. And it's like, I don't even tell my dog I'm going to make a right turn or a left turn or bust a U-turn. I don't tell my dog any of that. I just do it. And it's like she knows where I'm going to go. And it's trippy. And there's times where I'm just chilling right here on the floor because, you know, as a monk, we sleep on the floor. I'm right there chilling on the floor in the morning right before I take her out for a run. And then she scratches the door. Cool. I let her in. She sits that she sees that I'm just doing my thing right there, and she just lays down and just sits there. It's like before that, in my head, I was thinking, oh, it's time to run bacon. I'm gonna run bacon. And she fucking scratches the door, like say, oh, okay, I heard what you said. I'm here. Now I'm just gonna patiently wait. And I'm just sitting there looking at this dog, and I'm like, man, how the fuck do you know this shit? You know, and I think, like AZD said, I think every human being has it. We just lost connection towards it. So then I'm just chilling, sitting there, and I say nothing. I'm just looking at the dog and reading her and feeling her vibe. And then so I get up regular, and she stays sitting down. The reason I got up is to go to the restroom, you know. So then I come back and I sit down again. And then this time I get up and she literally pops up at this exact same time I get up. And why is that? Because she knew I was already going to go run with her. But here's the funny part. Like I said, how come she didn't get up the first time? It's like she knew, oh, he's going to the restroom. And that's what I'm telling you. It's like we are connected to nature, to humans, to dogs, to animals, to plants, or whatever. We are so connected that if you're tapped in, your communication will be telepathized or whatever towards your environment, towards the animal. So I get up and she gets up at the same time. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how the fuck? I even tell her, I know it's a dog, whatever. You know, people talk to their dogs all the time. Oh, fucking bacon. How the fuck did you know that I was going to go run you? How do you know that? I didn't tell you shit. What the fuck, dude? Tell me these superpowers that you have, you know? And I just tap into her mind and she says, the fuck you talking about? Everybody has that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, makes sense. And so anyways, I take her out. I go downstairs. She's following me. I grab her leash. I grab her little vest. And I put the vest on the floor. She walks towards it, puts her 2 paws in there. Click it. And then I grab the leash, put it on her. And then I go towards the door, and then she goes towards the door, and I tell her to wait. She waits. I go outside to the garage, grab the bike, and then I grab the leash and I put it next to me. Excuse me. And we start running. Boom. She knows I'm gonna make a right turn or a left turn, so she just boom goes wherever I tell her to go. That's why it's just funny. Sometimes I think like when people are riding the horses, you know, it's kind of the same thing, but maybe they tell them go to the right by moving I don't know what's it called, whatever. However, I think we will be able to tell the horse where to move just by being tapped in and being connected. So, anyways, we're running towards the street, and I tell her where to go. There's a red light. I stop. I see the red light before, and it's like she stops. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy. So then she starts going towards the grass, smelling, you know, and I tap into her like, what is she? I wonder what she's smelling. You know, and then it's like, man, the grass smells good. You know, it smells like wet grass, nice dirt. Though it's full of like condensation or moist from the early morning breeze. And it's like, oh, she's smelling. I wonder what she's smelling. You know, you start tapping into nature, you know, instead of being in your damn head all the time or thinking about problems and all that shit. So you see her, she goes around, and then she stops at a certain spot, sniffs it. Oh shit, cool. And then boom, she pisses there, scratches the floor, does what she does, and then we keep on trucking. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm gonna speak on a little bit on being tapped into nature. So I keep running her, And then I stop at this little spot where there's two big trees and beautiful green grass. And like I said, it was all moist and the air was quality was beautiful. In the morning, it's so beautiful. It's fresh. You feel the nice freshness and as you're breathing it in, the ice particles going through your nose, So anyways, we stop at the spot and then Bacon is just smelling the fucking grass and everything. I'm looking at the trees and looking at all the ants. And I hear this. Let me see if I. It's a Japanese beetle. It's called mayate in Spanish. It's one of those green beetles. Let me see. So I'll show you a picture of it. They're so cool, man. Tell me. Right here. I'm sure everybody has seen those green. As kids, as a kid, I used to, me and my cousins and my brother used to grab these beetles, and then we would tie a string on them, and then we'll let them fly like kites. We didn't kill the animal. It was just, we would grab it. It was just fun to, these are the type of things. I'm sure there's a couple of guys here that understand that. We would grab the beetle, tie up the string, and then let it fly around and use it like a kite. Those were, man, that was fun as hell. So anyways, I see this, I hear this sound. I'm like, fuck, I'm looking around. And it's like, I literally heard the beetle say, hey, I'm over here. What's up? What do you want? Why are you looking for me? And I see it, and it's above on this beautiful leaf. It's a green, a whole bunch of lines. It's real beautiful. And then I see it land there, and I'm all looking at it. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And it's that beetle. And what the hell is it doing there? So I'm looking at it, and there's another beetle there. It's two beetles. It's one small beetle and one big beetle. And I really wanted to go and grab them and just hold them in my hand to feel them once again. However, they were just too damn high. I wish I had their fucking wings so I could fly up there and just chill with them just for a minute, I wanted to grab them and feel their. When you grab one of these animals, these insects, and you put them, let's say right here, you grab the beetle and you put it right here. Their grip is so strong for being that small of an animal. It's like a human grip. You put it, it's like, whoa, dude, these fucking animals are strong. And I think they say they're blind. That's why you always see them crashing. I don't know if it's true or not. But anyways, their grip is so strong when they grab you here and they're holding on. I'm like, God damn, dude, these animals are strong, dude. And that's how nature is. Nature is strong, and it makes you strong. There's no weakness out there. That's why you as a human being got to go out there and tap in and re-energize and get some of that strength that nature gives. Because being inside a fucking box, sleeping on a bed and all this shit makes you weak and comfortable. That's why us as monks, we sleep on the floor, we take cold showers, we do our exercise or meditate, we do a whole bunch of shit in order to pretty much have what the animals have already, which is us. We have that. We just gotta be. You know what I mean? We just gotta be and go from there. So, anyways, I'm looking at these Japanese beetles or mayatas, whatever you want to call them, and I wanted to grab them, like I said. Didn't have the chance, so boom, we move on. So I want to keep let's keep speaking on animals. Now, yesterday, I took Bacon to the dog park, right? And it's always so cool to take Bacon to the dog park because she's very tapped into her nature. A lot of dogs are not treated like dogs. There we go. They are treated like human babies or whatever. They give them all this shit. They do all this shit. And you could see the dogs being all fucked up. Cesar Millan has said this the best. But Bacon, I treated her like a dog because she's a dog and she enjoys and she's tapped in. So when I take her to the dog park, right away she starts running. She walks in, they're all happy and starts running. And then all the dogs run next to her. And it's like, boom, 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 boom. And it's a ritual. I remember Cesar Millan saying, that's so beautiful to see because it's a ritual of her like being initiated in the pack or being accepted. So she goes and she starts running, and then all the dogs, and then you see the male dog like not biting her per se, but they're like, hey, who are you? Blah, blah, blah. Slow down. I want to smell you or whatever. So she's running around, and all these dogs, are going up to her and smelling and all that. Well, anyway, she gets quote unquote accepted to the pack. And then, they start having fun, they start playing and all that. And it's cool to see these dogs be without, like I said, without being, they don't care how you look or who you are. They're going to test you. And I wanted to show you this quick video. Try it again. There's Bacon. You see that little bulldog? You see that bulldog right there? Okay, let me tell you what happened. I'm right there with Bacon, and then this bulldog is trying to like push people away, and went off with that other dog. However, this bulldog doesn't give a fuck that I'm 5'6". For a dog, I'm fucking huge. This dog is not that huge. Fucking dog walks up with his fucking, with his whatever, with his balls hanging out and shit, think he's the shit. And he gets next to me and he looks at me. And then I look at him, I stand my ground. And guess what this fucking dog does? He just goes, like, tries to push me. I'm like, oh shit, all right. But I'm like, okay. So I stand my ground, and he looks, then I look down and he looks at me again. And he does it again. And I stand my ground. And then that's when I go like the Cesar Millan touch, go, shh. I go on the neck, I go like a little bite. He goes like that, and he goes, he walks away and shit. I'm like, you motherfucker, dude. But it's funny, the dogs will test everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a human being. So it's just funny how this dog, it was a young dog. Let me see if I could pause it or something so you can see how it's a beautiful dog. Yeah, look at it right there. Look at it. You see it? Lower this. There we go. Look at that. That's the dog. Even Bacon's like, what the fuck, dude? That dog, it was so funny for it to come next to me and just like push me twice and look at me. And it was standing his ground. I was standing my ground. But like I said, it's like if I would have just not checked him or gave him like a little thing on the neck, he would have kept trying, or we would have both stood there like fucking, we'll see who wins. So once I did that, it's like, okay, I got it. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean he's not going to try it again, because that's what animals do. They keep checking you. They keep making sure you're strong. And if there's weakness in the even at the dog park, the dogs will attack. And I've seen it. There's a dog that looks all scared. They all go up to it and they attack it, and then you see the little the human trying to pick up their dog, trying to save it. I'm like, that shit don't work. You have to check the dogs that are coming towards your dog. But at the end of the day, you got to work on yourself. You got to be tapped into your own nature in order to be there. So yeah, and it was fun to take Bacon there and read all these dogs. There's some old dogs, old veterano dogs. Those like I said, the old dogs, they get respect, man, because they've been around. It's like they're old and they're probably hurting, when they walk, you could tell that they're in pain or whatever. So they're not gonna deal with the nonsense of you, like say that other dog trying to push me. If it was an older dog, it probably would have checked me right away. You know what I mean? But I was like, what the fuck's this dog doing? Like trying to push me in. And it was with force, I mean, it didn't move me because it's just a small little dog, but it's just funny to see how they push you. Like, hey, I want her. And I'm like, nah, I'm the leader here, not you, homie. Nice try though. You know what I mean? I'll give you that, but it ain't gonna happen here. So it's you see the old veterano dogs, and then you see the types of dogs there are. There's the happy-go-lucky one. There's the ones that keep to themselves. It's like, they all have their own personality. and it's cool to see. It's cool to see. So anyways, let's recap a little bit. Tap into nature. Be out there at least 30 minutes a day. You know, my type of job, I'm out there all day, you know, so it's actually cool. It helps me out. I'm out and about, and there's times that I'm in the city, and there's times that I'm in golf courses, and there's times where I'm in nature. It's beautiful, you know what I mean? That I was so tapped in at one point. I was walking towards a country club, and as I'm walking, I'm looking around, and then I literally look. I'm walking around, and I literally felt, how could I say this? I felt a communication towards me saying, like, watch out. As my right foot is going down, my right foot moves to the side. And that's because there was a roly-poly there. Roly-poly. It's like the roly-poly communicated to me, hey, motherfucker, watch out, you're gonna step on me. You know what I mean? Because in the animal world, or the insect world, or nature world, you gotta show respect. If you don't show respect, you will get checked by the environment. You know, it could be, let's say I step on it, and that's because I wasn't aware. So you can imagine if there's a big ass dinosaur and it walking around and doesn't notice me, he's gonna step on me. You know, and sometimes it happens, but whatever. I just wanted to share that little bit. So anyways, also, I'm telling you guys, some private moments, especially the IMC Nation brothers. You guys gotta do private moments. You guys gotta have the technique from Commune with Nature, and you're not gonna get it anywhere else. And it has to be from AZD, because if it comes from somewhere else, it's not gonna be the same, and you will not understand it. You will not get it. And plus, the universe knows when you've earned that superpower. Not even superpower. When you put in your work to get what you already have. So look at the animals in the zoo. They get everything and they begin to lose their superpower. If you grab a lion from captivity and you put him in the African jungle and you have him fight, who do you think is gonna win? Fucking African, man, because he's putting in his work, he's putting in his time, not that fucking lion in the zoo. So we're in a fucking zoo, dude. That's why it's cool when there's guys that have that hard labor work, because it taps you in at least a little bit. You know, you still need the other bits and pieces, but having that hard work job keeps you grounded. It keeps you, you know, earning those things. And when you're working, you have to be aware too. Like, oh shit, you don't want that big pallet to fall or things like that. Now you see people with fucking AirPods and all that. I mean, I don't. I only have it when I'm listening to lectures, but when I'm working, I'm focused. I'm looking. You know what I mean? And there's times that I do both, you know, work and but most of the time I'm always aware and watching my environment and being tapped into nature. So anyways, if you guys like I said, commune with nature, private moments, do all this shit, and you will begin to understand life better, and it will be better. Stop being a bitch and earn your fucking shit. Stop living in the zoo. Go earn your shit. All right? IMC Nation. Be the best. Fuck the rest.